Welcome to Stone Hands, to Hands of Stone, the mysterious fairy folk, the old barrows, the haunted forests, and places where to stay. There was in the old, the conquerors of our lands, they wrote down that people who lived over here, they were quite often lazy and they slept by the sides of the roads. So those people were roaming actually from time to time. What does time to time mean? It means that the people had an ability to roam with their mind and to make quantum leaps from time to time. So they were able to communicate with their ancestors and future generations of people. They were able to communicate with many layers of reality and to see the fairy folk, to see the giants, and to see all kinds of mysteries of the world that are invisible to the modern technocratic eye. Nowadays, people say that our society is scientific because we believe only what do we see. But it did not used to be like that. It was never like that. Until the times when the witches were to be burned, it changed. And when we have narrowed our vision, it is indeed hard to see. But if we are able to open up our minds, to open up our inner vision, we can see once again. I hope you have seen the deceptions of the third eye in the ancient artworks of different temples. You can find it like the eye of the Horus in Egypt. You can see the remnants of the third eye in the Greek mythology, the Cyclops. They saw with their one eye, with their third eye actually. But later the myths have made them violent and angry beasts, indeed. But those people who were able to roam from time to time, they were more aware of the changing of the seasons. They were in tune with the circadian rhythms of the earth. They were in tune with the natural habitat that happened around them. And they understood the passing of time. That time is not linear, but it's cyclical. Like the ancient Mayans have seen the great spin of time, the wheel of time. It's never linear, but it's an ever evolving circle or spiral up and down. So in this very moment, we can make contact with the same very moment in different place in time. But to make contact, we need to train our inner vision. We need to open up our third eye. Nowadays, we have poisoned it with the screens, with toothpaste, with fluoride, with tap water, and with overly processed foods, and with eating excessive amounts of meat and dairy products. We have closed our innermost abilities to be vivid, to be lucid in this non-lucid toxic era of mankind. Yes, in the past there have been eras of war and terror, but most of the time it has been beautiful and it has been peaceful. The silent peace that we have lost in the stress and anxiety of the modern information that we are processing in our brains has put a halt on our innermost abilities to be great and to strive for greatness. for our abilities to connect with the ancestors from who we come from, and with the upcoming generation to where we are headed. Can you remember the names of your forefathers and foremothers? The name of your grandfather, the name of your second grandfather, the name of your grandmother and the second grandmother, the name of the grandfather's father and mother, the name of the grandmother's father and mother, and so on. How connected are you with the ancestry, the lineage where you come from? Like the royal families that are still intact in some places in the world and in Europe. The ancestry is highly valued, and they can remember from where they have descended and where they are going towards. Understanding your heritage makes a person more stronger, more vivid, and more clearer towards the goals that we are setting to aim for. But if we are disconnected from the earth, and we start to destroy the gifts that have been given to us, the gift of living a life, the gift of loving. If we are disconnected, we cannot honor the power of love. We become selfish. We want to consume, and we do not want to give to the world. But if we can clear and clean up our lineages, we can be strong and be in servitude and in service to the society. Like the greatest parents who are still living here, our lords, they understand that they must be in service to their house, to their ancestry, and to their people, to their folk. They cannot stand in this world alone, and no one cannot. So it's all about being connected, being in a society that belongs to each other, where we can be in the servitude to each other, but not by force or power, but by free will. So remembering where we come and where we are going is the greatest gift a person can have to enhance their livelihood, to enjoy the brittle rain, the sunshine, the elements of the earth, speaking to our bones, to the nature of ourselves. But as long as we are disconnected, we are discouraged to live the best lives we are supposed to live. That's clear and easy. So the ancient folk who passed from time to time, they understood the mysteries. They saw the stars, they saw the sun, they saw the seasons. They were connected. But nowadays, we have disconnected ourselves with technology, with footwear, not touching the earth anymore. As long as we touch the earth with our bare hands, our bare feet, we belong again to this natural circadian cycle. But if we stare at the screens, our third eye is overstimulated, and we cannot see the real visions that we are supposed to see. It's all about cleaning the body, detoxification from the toxic society, from the toxic food, from the toxic substances that we are consuming as whole at the moment. And the trauma is a collective always. So when a person starts to cleanse, the person has a responsibility to help others to do as well. And when we pass through from time to time, there were the ancient timelines in the minds of Aboriginal people, where their tribe, where each person's tribe was their own people who lived on the same timeline as they were living. They were dreaming their lives and meeting in the dreams, and they were walking in tune with the ley lines of the nature. So keep that in mind, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I wish you a good day.